So, good morning. Today is Monday, January the 1st. My name is Shantae, better known as LifeCoach614. So this is just our safe space. This is where we come together to celebrate diversity and respect everyone's journey. Okay? This is a virtual self-care club. And so just a few gentle reminders for everybody to make sure that we respect the fact that self-care looks different for all of us and that we are all in a different place on our journey. I want for everyone to be able to embrace their uniqueness when it comes to self-care. And just be mindful that each and every one of our feelings and experiences are different. So as we start to go through different topics pertaining to our self-care, we want to make sure that we're giving each other the respect and the support that we deserve. So, like I said, during our virtual space today, we are going to have a discussion. Today's Monday, so it's Mindful Monday. We're going to have a conversation about mindfulness and depression. Throughout the conversation today, if you have any information that resonates with you, I invite you to share a green heart. And again, we're going to have a few hiccups along the way, I'm sure, but we're going to get through them. So if there's any issues as far as, setup or sound, just let me know in the chat. Are you guys able to hear the music okay? Thank you for the follow. You should hear some binaural beats in the background. And that's just today I chose a frequency to help boost serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. So hopefully you guys are able to hear that clearly. All right, so let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool. It's a gentle guide that invites us to face our emotions with kindness and curiosity. On this journey today, we're going to navigate through some of the complexities surrounding depression. The first thing that I want to start with for you guys is a breathing exercise, just to get us grounded and to help, get us focused. Give me just a second here while I switch over. So we're going to start with just a 5-minute guided meditation.
Let yourself get into whatever position feels most comfortable for you. Making comfort your top priority. Hitting pause if you need to and coming back when you're ready. And once you are, very softly close your eyes and begin to let your awareness drift within. Tuning into your breath. Letting your belly be soft and loose. Feeling it expand as you breathe in and release as you breathe out. Throughout the course of this practice, just let your breath be soft and natural, without trying to control it or change it, just letting it flow. as you breathe this way, letting your breath flow freely, tune into your heart in the middle of your chest and a couple of inches inwards. There is great love here. Even when we are feeling disconnected, even when we are feeling down. Before we dip into this well of love within your heart, take a moment to say some kind words to yourself, letting yourself know it's okay. It's okay that you're not feeling that great right now. Let yourself off the hook for that. There's nothing wrong with it. It is temporary, and you have every right to feel every emotion you ever feel. Let yourself know it's okay, and perhaps say a few more words to yourself. Now, without trying to force any lower emotion away, let it know that it's loved. Let any pain you're feeling know you love and accept yourself as you are, and that includes any emotion you're experiencing. On your next in-breath, use your imagination, envisioning in some way that you're breathing in acceptance. And as you exhale, affirm to yourself, I accept you. Breathing in acceptance again. Exhaling, I accept you. Continuing this cycle. Letting yourself know you accept yourself no matter what. And now with your focus centering in more deeply on your heart, feel within this energy center a willingness and a readiness to experience great love. Tune into a desire within you to feel love and goodness. Say thank you to your heart, and thank you to this desire. Let it be enough, and stay connected to this new feeling you've generated. Knowing that even if you have not completely eradicated what you were feeling, that it doesn't matter as much anymore. You love yourself and accept yourself as you are. As you stay connected with this feeling, take your time to come out of this practice, wiggling fingers and toes, and being gentle on yourself as you open your eyes nice and slowly back to the world around you. Amazing job today.
All right, so what we just did was a 5-minute breathing exercise. And what that does is help us to refocus and ground ourselves. So again, today we are going to begin just a simple conversation surrounding depression and mindfulness. So we'll just start with a brief description of what depression is. Depression is a mental health condition marked by persistent sadness, loss of interest in enjoyable activities. It can accompany changes in your sleep. For some people, in addition to feeling the feelings of fatigue, they may also feel a feeling of worthlessness, have difficulty concentrating, and it can also take a toll on your physical health. People with depression may withdraw socially, experience mood changes, and in some severe cases, it can cause people to cause self-harm. Rich Risings Queen, thank you for the follow. So it's essential that if you feel like you're experiencing any symptoms of depression, if you're just not feeling yourself, you want to seek professional help, because it's not something that, it's not normal. It's not a space that we should get comfortable in. So you do want to make sure that you seek additional help. Oh my, it's snowing. I just opened my curtains for the first time today in my office, and we got snow 3 hours ago. I didn't have any snow. All right, so I want to make sure that everyone understands that the feelings that we feel are normal. So you want to acknowledge when you are not feeling yourself. You want to recognize and embrace your feelings without judging yourself. And you want to not be too critical on yourself, when you are feeling off. It's normal. Thank you, Smart, for the gifts. It is normal for us to have a variety of emotions. We're not supposed to just be happy all day. We're not going to, have this false sense of euphoric happiness. We are going to experience different emotions. So you want to make sure, thank you. You want to make sure that you also understand that you're not supposed to feel sad all day either. You're not supposed to sit in a space where you don't feel worthy, where you don't feel valued, where you acknowledge, hey, you know what, I'm having a low day today because something is happening. But it should never be a constant, I feel low, I feel down. Like the emotions that we feel should kind of, I don't know, they should definitely vary, because we don't want to sit in one space in our life for too long, especially when it's to the point where it is preventing us from getting up and moving on. So let's see. Okay, so recognizing and embracing your feelings without judging them is crucial for your overall well-being. It allows you to understand and to cope with the emotions that you're feeling instead of pushing them away. You said, you always say feel how you feel and understand why you feel that, and let it go if it's negative. Absolutely. Like, you want to make sure that you acknowledge it. You want to say, you know what? I'm low vibrational today. And sometimes that means I want to stay in. Sometimes it means I don't want to go to this event, or I don't want to do that. And that's okay, because again, that's just a form of self-care. But if you get to the point where you are constantly not wanting to do things, where you just literally have a lack of desire, where you just can't seem to snap out of it, then we need to treat it. Then we need to get you some additional help. So A good thing about mindfulness, what I try to teach people, obviously we know, Rich Rising semester, and hold on, let me take a moment here. Rich Risings, Lady Blue. Rich Risings, Papa Smurf, The Goat, Kay, Rose. Listen, you guys, today is our first day back, and we're dual streaming. So I got to get through some of these technical hiccups. But listen, as the week progresses, we're going to knock this out. So again, if you have entered and I have not spoken to you, charge it to my head, not my heart. We're working through some things, okay? You said I've been feeling lonely a lot lately. You know what? When I say 'tis the season, I do not mean that in a smart way, friend. This is sad season. And that's a term for seasonal depression. The holidays are difficult for a lot of us. Thank you for the follow. The holidays are difficult. And it's due to some of us physically being alone or away from our family. It's due to, nostalgic memories of growing up, celebrating a certain way, and now we don't have these people around. I mean, there's a lot that happens. And it's not always tied to the holidays. For some of us, it's the season that we're in, right? We go from summer seasons to winter months where things are just cold and dark. We're getting less sunshine. So, I mean, it's normal for a lot of people to feel this. And it's literally referred to as sad season. It's typically about the time when the kids go back to school, that everyone, experiences a shift within their emotions. Everyone goes through some form of depression at some point in their life. And that starts as early as when we're kids. And at that point, we just don't know any better. We don't know what it feels like, so we just feel it. And then the older we get, if we aren't getting some sort of help, some sort of additional support, we do the same thing we did as kids. We just feel it because we don't know what we're feeling. Some of us don't know what's normal. Hi, Fran. So you're not alone in that. I don't want to say it's normal. It's common. Rich Risings Gator. So it's a common thing. And the big thing that you want to make sure that you understand is that there is help for that. And one of the ways that you help with that is you find communities that support you, such as like the self-care club. You seek out a mental health professional, whether that is a therapist or a life coach, a counselor. Like, everyone needs and deserves a mental health advocate in their corner. So, and I'm going to talk about the differences between a therapist and a life coach for you guys in a little bit. But there are a lot of resources in the world out there for us, and a lot of us just don't tap into them and don't access them. And then we sit and we suffer in silence, and that's not something that we have to do. Or we mask our feelings behind, drinking or alcohol, drugs. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of vices that people seek out to try to dull the pain or numb the pain, only to wake up to that pain again. And so it's just kind of like a Band-Aid on something that needs more treatment, more help, if that makes sense. All right, so one of the concepts that I want to introduce for you guys is mindfulness and the role that mindfulness plays. Yeah, Gator, retail shopping is another one. Overeating, that's another one. So mindfulness and its role in mental health. Thank you for the follow, Erica. Mindfulness is about paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. In mental health, practicing mindfulness helps you to calm your mind, reduce your stress, and improve your focus. All things that suffer when we're falling into depression, right? Mindfulness helps encourage you to be more aware of your thoughts. It allows you to accept your feelings without being overwhelmed. And it helps you to promote a positive impact of your overall well-being. With mindfulness, it's not you forgetting where you are. It is reminding you of the here and now, that this is where you are. It is you accepting, you know what? This is what's happening around me. This is what has happened to me. This is what's going on. And you taking a moment to say, you know what? I'm okay. Or if something's happening to, let's say, your loved one, you say, you know what? You're okay. Reminding yourself, we're okay. And that's something that I say in my life quite often. A little over a month ago, my husband was in the hospital with blood clots in his lungs for the second time that we've experienced within about a year. And the second time was more serious than the first time. And of course, that's my best friend. That's my partner, right? So I was stressed. He was stressed. Our 15-year-old son was stressed. And you know what? I had to keep reminding myself and reminding them, I'm okay. You're okay. We're okay. Because the stress that we were all feeling wasn't helping. Me being stressed out stressed my husband out. My husband being stressed out stressed me out. My son felt the stress from both of us. And so one thing that we constantly reminded each other, that regardless of what's happening, regardless of my husband sitting there being connected to all these machines and IVs and all of this stuff that everybody's saying, I had to keep telling him, I'm okay. Not I will be okay. I am okay. And I had to look at him and I had to tell him repeatedly, you're okay. We are okay. And that's something that I encourage everyone. It's very simple for you to say, I'm okay. You're okay. We're okay. Even though physically he wasn't okay. Because we know that our words have power. We know that, we can speak things into existence. It doesn't mean that our words are going to always heal the world. But it means that we can make sure that our words aren't inviting more sadness, more heartache, more pain. Does that make sense? When we manifest it, it doesn't mean we're going to say, all this hell that's happening around me disappear. It might work, right? It might. But that's not the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to not allow yourself to sink further down, not allow your thoughts to go the direction of your current health situation, not allow the stress to take over, the depression to take over. So reminding yourself that I'm okay, that you're okay, that we're okay, is a mindfulness activity for you to do. So that way it brings you back to the present moment, that no matter what's happening around you, I'm okay. So again, it's just you paying full attention to the present moment without judgment, without giving up. And that is something that is so powerful to our mental health. We might not be able to physically control the sickness and illness that's happening in our bodies, but we have control of our mental. And so, reminding ourselves that we are resilient and that we are capable of navigating through challenges that come our way is a powerful tool. Using affirmations when you are experiencing these situations is another powerful tool when you're managing your depression. So again, what I just said a moment ago was a positive affirmation for you to be able to use. And I'm going to go through a few of them. I'll repeat the first one. I am resilient and I can navigate through challenges that come my way. Each day, I am moving towards a place of greater peace and joy. I acknowledge my feelings and I am open to the healing power of self-love. I am not defined by my struggles. I am defined by my strength in overcoming them. I choose to focus on the present moment, finding joy in small victories. My worth is not determined by my productivity. I am enough just as I am. I am surrounded by love and support, even on my toughest days. I release the weight of the past and embrace the possibilities of the future. I am the author of my story, and I am creating a narrative of resilience and growth. I am deserving of self-compassion, kindness, especially in moments of struggle. So again, I just shared 10 affirmations that can help. You want to make sure that the affirmations you choose are things that resonate with you. You want to make sure that your affirmations are things that focus on the positive. You want to use I am. You want to make sure that your affirmations are present moment. You want to make sure that it's something that you believe as well. Affirmations work best when they're repeated regularly and, like I said, have a genuine belief. You got to believe it. They can be a positive addition to your daily routine and contribute to a more positive mindset over time. So let's jump into talking about some of the differences between life coaching and therapy. I know a lot of times, thank you, Blue. I know a lot of times I get questions about, what the difference is between a therapist and a life coach. And I try to explain to people that therapy and life coaching can play a valuable role in addressing and managing depression. Although the approach it comes from two different perspectives. But the big takeaway that I want people to understand is that we have to normalize seeking help and get comfortable in sharing those resources. So life coaching is goal-oriented, a goal-oriented approach. Life coaches focus on setting and achieving personal and professional goals. This goal-oriented approach can be a particular benefit for individuals seeking positive changes in their life. Life coaches focus on building resilience, where we help our clients develop resilience and cultivate a mindset that promotes growth, even when they're experiencing challenges like depression. It also involves identifying your personal values so that way we can align your values with your actions to help one's sense of purpose, which can contribute to a more fulfilling life. And then, of course, life coaches, our focus is to help guide individuals into making lifestyle changes that can positively impact their mental health, such as improving your self-care routines, learning to set healthy boundaries, and fostering positive relationships. Now, I can give you some explanation about therapists as well. I want to also clarify I am a life coach. I am not a therapist. Therapists focus more on, first of all, therapists are like psychologists and counselors. They help individuals understand the root cause and triggers of their depression. They provide you with tools to cope with these underlying issues. Therapists often use evidence-based therapeutic approaches such as CBT, which stands for cognitive behavioral therapy, and a mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, which is referred to as MBCT, to challenge negative thought patterns and promote positive changes. Therapy provides a safe and non-judgmental space for individuals to express their emotions. The therapeutic relationship itself can be a source of support, which the space that you're in with your life coach is also and should also be a safe space for you. And it's still a non-judgmental space to express your emotions. Therapists, however, will teach you coping skills and strategies to manage your stress, improve your communication, and enhance your overall well-being. And in some cases, therapists work in conjunction with psychiatrists to determine if medication might be beneficial. Medication management is also part of a comprehensive treatment plan if someone has a more severe case of depression. So in some cases, individuals might benefit from a combination of therapy and life coaching to address both the emotional and the practical aspects of managing your depression. But the choice between therapy and life coaching, or a combination between the two, depends on your individual need and preference, and of course the severity of your depression. But ultimately, both therapy and life coaching contribute to your personal growth. Let's see. It's definitely essential for people to explore the options that are available to them, because again, we don't deserve to sit and suffer. We should not sit and suffer in silence. So again, I am a life coach. I'm a certified life coach. My focus is self-care, because I honestly believe that when we improve our self-care, that it allows us to achieve more of our goals. It allows us to improve our relationships with our friends and our family. Self-care allows us to, when we improve the quality of our self-care, it allows us to show up the better versions of ourselves. So that was a lot that we went through in a short amount of time. I want to open it up. Does anyone have any questions or comments in the chat? If you came in and I haven't spoken with you yet, I also want you to take the opportunity to throw up a green heart in the chat for me. I think today, despite our time hiccup, our little setup issues that we're going to work through, think today went good. Thank you for sharing the live, Rose. It don't hit the same on the north side, Rose. Gosh, I'm not used to you being on the north side. Thank you, Blue. While you guys think of any questions that you might have, or I wait for the delay, I am going to continue with a second mindfulness exercise, which is just another positive affirmation that I want to share. Peace and love, Smooth Criminal. Thank you. I am resilient, and each day I take steps towards healing. My worth is not defined by my struggles, and I embrace the strength within me. I am not alone in this journey, and with each challenge, I grow stronger. Today, I choose self-compassion and a path of positive transformation. My journey with depression does not define me. It is part of my story, and I am the author of my own resilience. Yes. Yes, built different. So this, we're going to get through the hiccup, y'all. Listen, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We are going to be live with the Self-Care Club. Our topics have shifted to, on Mondays, we have Mindful Monday. On Tuesdays, it is Transformation Tuesday. Rich Risings, Mr. T. On Wednesday, it's Wellness Wednesdays. Thursdays is an Attitude of Gratitude, which is our Thankful Thursday. And Fridays are Fulfillment Fridays. Oh, I'm glad you did too. So today is our first day back. We were doing this. I took December off. Hey, welcome back. Listen, Mr. T, it was a struggle this morning because I was up doing hood rat stuff with my friends all night. So I didn't go to bed, you guys, until 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, so that's why we were late this morning. Because, yeah, lack of sleep. Don't be like me, guys. Don't do that. But we're here. We're still being accountable. And we showed up and we still got through our conversation. So we're going to work out a few hiccups. But yeah, the plan is for us to be able to join Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am dual streaming. I am dual streaming. Thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. So sometimes you guys will hear me make a comment or respond to someone and you don't see them on the screen. So again, like, that's what dual streaming is. So you guys will get used to it. It seems weird in the beginning. But yeah. I used to go live on TikTok more. And then the algorithm was just all messed up. I needed to take a break from that. Then I began streaming on Bigo more. And now, after some gentle reminders from a few folks, I've decided to bring it back to both. Although TikTok isn't used to the 7 a.m. live streams. Also, respectfully, I know that it's 4 a.m., you know what I'm saying, in California. So I'm going to also incorporate a midday stream as well. I just have to work out the time. I think that I'm going to do 2 p.m. Eastern. But I will make sure I make a post of a notification as well. So then that way, for those of you who miss the morning live stream, that there will also be some midday self-care going on for you as well. So my goal is weekdays to bring you 2 hours of self-care, one early in the morning for the early risers, and then one a little bit in the midday or kind of late day for others. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I'm double checking my schedule. Today is also the first day. Thank you, Mr. T. For me, shifting my schedule. The 31st was my last day working a corporate job. So typically I would work full time, like a 9-to-5 job, as well as do my life coaching and manage my website for the self-care club. But we don't have to do that no more, y'all. Today is our first official day free from corporate America. So we're getting our schedule together. But like I said, I'm thinking that 2 p.m. might be the midday time, built different. But just make sure you follow me. Pay attention to the posts. Like I said, as soon as I get the midday schedule, I'll also put that out there. Y'all work with me at 7 a.m. Okay, like I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes 7 a.m. is 7:15. I'm gonna get better. We're gonna get better. But I will always be here. So, you guys can always reach out, send a message. If you guys have specific topics surrounding self-care that you want to discuss, feel free to send me a message with that, and I will do my best to incorporate that for you. Another thing that I will share is that a lot of the live streams are available via YouTube. So what I typically try to do is record one of the streams, throughout the day, and post those to my YouTube. So you can go to the link in my bio, or you can just visit selfcareclub.org and find all the ways to connect with me, all the forms of social media to connect with me, and it'll also give you the link to my YouTube. So then that way you're able to kind of go back and watch replays, and then that way that's available for you 24/7. So Smooth Criminal, you said, why do you hold your breath when talking to people in person? I'm not for sure. Let me look at something really quick. A lot of times it's linked to, it could be linked to like past trauma. And for some of us, that fear, it's like a panic or like our body's way of reacting to trauma, which a lot of times is like tied to anxiety. Let me see something here. Pull up a few resources about it here. When in doubt, go find out, right? Yeah, so everything that I'm looking at, and I'm just going to read some of this off for you. So the question was, guys, why, let me go back here. The question was, why do I hold my breath when talking to people in person? And it says that holding your breath while speaking to people might be a bit of a habit or a response related to anxiety or nervousness. It says there are several potential reasons for this behavior. Number one, anxiety or nervousness. When people are anxious or nervous, they may unconsciously hold their breath as a response to their stress. This can be a natural reaction to social situations, especially if you're feeling self-conscious or under pressure. It could be a speech anxiety. It says some individuals may experience anxiety specifically related to speaking. Holding your breath might be a way your body responds to this anxiety, and it's a common physical manifestation of stress. Number three could just be a lack of awareness. Sometimes people aren't consciously aware that they're holding their breath, and it may be a subconscious behavior that you've developed over time, and bringing awareness to it could be your first step in addressing it. And then it just says focus on speaking. An effort to concentrate on what you're saying or to articulate your thoughts clearly, you might unintentionally hold your breath. This can happen when you're deeply engrossed in the conversation. Okay. This could be when you're deeply engrossed in a conversation or trying to express yourself effectively. Hello? I'm weak. Let me call y'all back. Bye. Y'all, my niece is here. She's barely 2, and that's her calling from the other room, trying to play peekaboo. Sorry. But yeah, so it says if holding your breath while speaking is a concern for you, consider practicing mindfulness techniques, relaxation exercises, or speaking exercises to help you manage your anxiety and promote a more natural and relaxed speaking style. And then it says, additionally, if social anxiety is a significant factor, then seeking support from a mental health professional can be beneficial in addressing and managing these concerns. So hopefully that helps to answer your question. Does anyone else have any other questions today? Like I said, when in doubt, go find out. You're welcome. You might, Smooth Criminal, you might benefit from doing, when it says like mindfulness techniques, like the breathing exercises, things like that, just to kind of help ground you and bring you back to it. Thank you, Mr. T. Thank you guys for the follow. And thank you for sharing the live as well. But yeah, so that's that. But yeah, so I do hope that you guys can make it a habit to join us. Like I said, Monday through Friday, we're going to be here at 7 a.m. I'm speaking at 7 a.m. I want to take a moment to just thank each and every one of you for being here. I thank you for your presence as well as the gifts that you guys have shared today. And remember, if anyone is seeking information about life coaching, please be sure to head over to selfcareclub.org to get details on how to book your free discovery call for a one-on-one session with me. Thank you. Mr. T, you gotta go to work today? Oh no, man, you're supposed to be off with the rest of us. Lord. Well, listen, Mr. T, positive vibes as you go to work, safe travels, and we'll be here when you get back. If you need a little boost during the day, hop in, okay? Tap in with us. We'll be here for you. So again, I do invite everyone to join me again tomorrow at 7 a.m. for another Let's Talk About It self-care session. Tomorrow is Transformation Tuesday. Choose, the word choose, okay? Transformation Tuesday. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. I may pop back up a little bit later with more. Not quite sure yet. And then as always, like I said, just make sure you guys give me a follow so that way you get your notifications. On both streaming apps, I have a notification set. TikTok, I have to set you guys every day. I think I have a week's worth in there for you. Woo! Thank you, Papa Smurf. That's a cool gift. But yeah, so make sure that you guys, like I said, just give me a follow so you guys will know when I'm live. If anyone has any topics that they wish to have me, thank you guys. Any topics that they wish to have me incorporate, let me know. Hey, Kale, Rich Risings Queen. Thank you guys. But yeah, so if you guys have any topics or, questions, feel free to inbox me or write them down so you'll have them prepared for our next live session. And then once I get the midday session together, I will make a post about that for you guys as well. So thank you guys for being here, and I see you guys tomorrow for our Transformation Tuesday. Okay?